Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's lovely to see you again. I wanted to talk today about a topic that's so common, you wouldn't believe how common this is, and how many people fall into the trap of behaving this way. And I think as soon as I tell you what it is, you're going to understand, especially if you're a person that identifies with it. Now, are you a catastrophizer? Now, what is a catastrophizer? Because lots of people behave this way and they don't even know what it is. Now, a catastrophizer is somebody who always sees the worst in everything. They exaggerate things. They project things out into the future that's going to happen, even though they've got no evidence to prove that that is the case. They will bring down the energy of themselves because of their inability to see anything with a positive vein. And what you need to understand is when you're doing this, when you live your life like this, you are strengthening the neural pathways in the brain. And this is why you keep behaving the same way, because the brain is primed for negativity. It's been like that since the beginning of time, and it's a survival mechanism because you have to be alert and aware of potential threats. However, in the 21st century, the threats that perhaps were relevant, thousands of years ago are no longer the case. So people talk about being more positive and having a positive mindset. And then there are some people that say positive mindset's a lot of rubbish, being positive is nonsense. But is it? Is it actually? Because look at the alternative. And honestly, if I could reprogram your brain and strengthen those pathways towards something that was more positive and more joyful and more happy and more of a mindset of, I'm going to go over this, I'm going to find a solution, it's not that bad. If I could do that for you, don't you honestly think that that might change your life and the way that you look at life and the way that you look at things? And the fact that life isn't terrible and the world isn't full of bad people and it's not a horrible place. In fact, quite the opposite. The world is a beautiful place full of wonderful people who a lot of the time actually just want to do good by each other and do the right thing and really try to think of a better way of living that doesn't reinforce this negative rhetoric. So I would ask you to think about this. If this is you and if you're identifying with this and you're saying to yourself, oh, geez, I do that all the time. I mean, every single day I'm actually looking for something to happen to me. I'm almost expecting something to go wrong. Then I encourage you at this point to get yourself a journal or a book or paper or whatever it is, and I want you to write down every single day all the things that have gone right in your day, all the tiny wins, all the things that happened that were pleasant. If you met friends, if they cheered you up, if something made you laugh, all of these wee tiny things that you're writing down will actually begin to stack when you do it often enough, and your brain will start to recognize that you are actually more interested in that topic as opposed to the negative. And what will happen is, again, when you do it often enough, it strengthens the neural pathways, not towards the negative, but more towards the positive. And if you do it often enough, your brain will actually start to see more positive things in your life. And eventually, you won't even have to write it down because it will become an automatic process because you are actually priming your brain for something that is more uplifting for you on a day-to-day basis. So if this is you, please do try this exercise. But like everything else, please don't just do it a couple of times and expect magic to happen. This is a way of changing your life, changing neurologically what it is that you are seeing, how it's being translated through you, and what you're emitting out into the space around you. So I would encourage you to do this every day for as long as is necessary, and that could be weeks and weeks and weeks. Don't look at it like a bad thing though. Look at it like you're choosing to do it, you're enjoying the fact that you're doing it, and you realise that it's going to make a positive difference in your life. And in the future, if you do have a particularly bad day or a negative moment, I would encourage you to go back over what you've written and let yourself see actually how many positive things have happened to you over the weeks and months, how many things that were wins that you could celebrate. All of these things, again, are going to reinforce a much more positive outlook in life. Okay, so I hope that that helps you today. If you want to talk about it more or you'd like to contact me, please do through these channels, just by private message, just DM me, and I'd be more than happy to help you. So I hope you have a lovely day. It's sunny here, it's beautiful in Troon in Scotland. I hope it is where you are, and I will speak to you very soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.